Peace. What's going on, fellow producers? I felt I wanted to do this tutorial. This is a tutorial. This is an enlightenment tutorial, right? I felt like I didn't want to do nothing on the EPS 16 Plus or the MPC 2000. So I wanted to go in the box. All right? And what you have to understand about the box is, when I say the box, that's the computer. Right? But I've been working with the computer for since 1993. And I'm going to show you something real quick. So I got to get this camera. All right. How many of y'all know what that is? That's like one of the beginning MIDI interfaces. I ain't even really did the whole knowledge one. I know that this was new to everybody. And that's one of the first, that's my first multi-effects processor. That's a Yamaha EPM 700. You can't buy these. If you get one, get it. It's a jewel, right? And my first program I started on was DP, Digital Performer. No, back up. My first program was Visions Optical, which is this. See, it was MIDI first. The audio came from your 8-track or your ADAT, right? So I still got my shit. Look, I still got it. Y'all want to see what it looked like? Let me show you what it looked like. Still got my first little keypad. I still got my computer too. But let me show y'all what this looks like. Still got the manuals and all that, right? Still got all the wires. Still got the drive to go to, right? This is the culture. This is the history. I'm giving y'all the history. There's a lot of fucking manuals. A lot of manuals. Let me pull this out to show y'all what this looked like. This is what it was. Opcode. All right, look. You see it? All right, I had to show y'all that real quick. I showed y'all that because I felt there's a need to show y'all. I'm on my tripod, my little tripod. And we're going to get this set back up on my Push 2, right? So the reason why I'm doing this tutorial is so you can understand that when MIDI started, it wasn't about, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, it wasn't about chopping samples. It was about musicians like guitar players and bass players and drummers. I was an audio engineer. I'm still an audio engineer, but I used to mic up shit for trumpet players and guitar players and drummers. I used to mic it up. But it was all about MIDI with them. It wasn't about sampling. I started in the revolution. I didn't start with hip hop. I started with jazz musicians. And once you start understanding the knowledge, then you'll understand. You might do more MIDI. You'll respect MIDI more. Because what we're doing now is a lot of MIDI. But we trying to take outboard gear and make it MIDI and chop like that. Nah, don't work that way, man. Not from my knowledge. All right. I wanted to give this breakdown because I did not want to use my MPC 2000 or my ASR 10 or my EPS 16 Plus. I didn't want to use that. I wanted to use this Push 2. And I owned this for over 2 years. And a good brother and good friend of mine, Ski Beats, he told me, look, man, jump on the Ableton bandwagon. For the last 2 years, the first 3 months with Ableton, the first month with Ableton, I said, fuck that goddamn. I called Ski, like, man, I ain't fucking with that shit, man. He's like, yo, calm down. Just learn it. Learn the learning curve. That was my problem was. All right. So after I went in, I was like, yo, this shit is really amazing. And what attracted me to Ableton was first Ski. Ski told me to get Ableton. He said, get the Push 2. Push 1 was already out, but the Push 2 was coming out when he gave me the knowledge. So he was like, look, after like a month, I kept calling him like after like 2 weeks. I was like, yo, I call him, how you do this? And then he's like, yo, I'm not answering your calls no more. So he used to hang up on me, real talk. Everybody knows Ski, man. Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z shit, right? My brother. So what I decided to do was to show you a breakdown of how I go in the box. Now, I've been in the box since 1993, way before y'all was in the box. I showed you opticode. Look it up, opticode. I still got my first Mac. The processor was like 71 kilohertz. That shit is slow as hell. Still got it. Still got my monitor, my Sony monitor, all that, right? But I'm going to show you this breakdown. It's going to deal with chopping. It's going to deal with, how I started the beat. And it's going to, I gave you a little history of what I'm doing and why I'm doing this tutorial. All right. So what I did was I chopped up this frequency. And when I chopped it up, here is 8, 16, 24, 32, 33 chops. That's 33. Doing it this way, I'm not as focused because it does everything for me. All these chops, after I cleaned them up a little bit, I was cool with it. But when I do it in the outboard gear, the way hip hop was really created, I get more out of it. I hear different shit. When I do it this way, the parameters I used on the Push was the slice mode. So I sliced it, but I hit it manually. I didn't let it slice it for me. I just played, I catch the tempo, and I was like, let me turn it up so y'all can hear it. Let me turn this shit up so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. I went. And that would be it, right? Let me turn that down some. So what I did was I utilized that. Not date. If I put this in region or whatever mode, they're gonna slice my transients. I slice my own transients on the rhythm of the beat. So that's why I went. So each section, it's easier this way. It's really fucking easy. It's easy to do this shit this way. But it's like you giving me the answer to the test. And I don't want that. I want to study, man. I want to study. So each 8 pads is a sequence. And then the next become another sequence, the next. So this will be a sequence. Then it go back to this. So that's that way. That's the way they play it. But when I speed it, I go. you get and understand what I'm telling you. If you know when you counting, this is the one and a this is the one and the two. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2. Right? We're gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that with y'all, and I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about. So if you see all these chops are small increments, this is what Pete Rock and them do. They use small chops to freak the beat, where they might go. This every song is just not the beginning of the song. You gotta listen to the whole album. So this is like probably the first before the break hit on the song. All these 33 chops. It's like it's before the break. I ain't even hit the break. I ain't even getting into that because I don't want the break. I don't want it right now. I just wanted to show y'all for tutorial purpose. This beat was made in my living room. The chops was created in my living room on my lap with the MPC Push was made on my lap. I didn't want to make it beat. I just wanted the chops from shit. And then I got other shit that I'm gonna show y'all about effects, about reverb, about saturation. I'm gonna go into that later, but I'm not gonna do that now. That's another video. What I need y'all to understand is that y'all are producers. I promise you, man, y'all got hot beats. But this tutorial was based on my documentary. This is a documentary that you're getting. You're getting a live footage feed that's not going to be edited. This is going to be raw. So I'm only going to shorten this out to probably like another 15 minutes. It's going to go no more than 15 to 20 minutes. So I took these chops and I played them. And these are the chops that I came up with. Here's the first sequence. I want y'all to listen to it. Here you go. If you watch the pads, you'll see how I was hitting them. Watch the lights light up. It went. So I was like, all right. So I hit this twice. So watch the pad. So watch when I'm gonna switch to the next sequence, but I'm gonna play the first one and then watch. Here's the second one. Watch how I played it in rhythm. So I was like, and then I switched it up. You get it? So I was like, here's the next sequence I created. Watch how the light switch. And then I slowed it down to the 1 and the 2. Now watch the next row of lights. Here you go again. Watch the next row of lights. Right here, look. And then I slowed it down. Watch. Slow down. Here you go. And then I went to the next song, next part of the song. Pause. then I went to the last part. Oh, these chops right here. So the reason why I'm telling you this is that the way you guys are doing music is phenomenal, right? That's in the box. This is real simple. I'm not really working. It's not how fast I make the beat. It's what I feel to the beat. This way I'm feeling somebody else's frequency. All right? But that's okay. That's cool. So after I done that, I did all that, right? I said, let me get some drums. So I got these drums that I took off an old hip-hop album. I took these drums, and here's the drums. I did the same formula I showed you again. I chopped them. And watch the chops. Here's the chops. Look. Hold up. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. Hold up. Here's your chops. Hold up for a minute, y'all. They my chops. Right? And then here's the drum. Here's my first. There's only one drum loop. I didn't change up my drum. Just made it one drum loop. And here's the drum loop. Watch the pads. Every time you see them lights light up, that's my pattern. Look. And then when you see it come across, look. So what you got to understand is that when you're hearing this drum pattern, this tutorial is mainly for young producers learning. You old producers may know this, but the documentary is not my document. It's the culture's documentary. You got to explain them about ghost kicks. So I want you to listen to all the different chops that I created off of. This was a hip-hop album. I don't even fucking know the hip-hop. I just picked drums. There's not nobody's drum pack or nothing. I don't do sound packs. I probably bought 2 sound packs in my life. Period. I make my own pack because you make your own packs when you do drums. When you listen to drums and you chop drums. So listen to the sound. I cleaned them up a little bit. Let's see if we can get that so you can see them. So every time you see me change up, that's the kick. I put a little a fade on the end. That's the hi-hat. You see how the transients are set up? I make my own transients. This a ghost. It's a ghost kick. You hear that? You hear how that is with the open hi-hat? So I can flip them too. A different hi-hat versus this. So I can go. Another kick. Cleaned up. Another kick. Another hi snare. Another hi-hat. Another kick. You hear the difference? So I could double up these. All right. Another kick. Knocking kick. Another hi-hat. Another snare. So back then in hip-hop, they wasn't always playing the fucking same snare or the same kick. They was switching it up. If your shit starts sounding repetitive, and then you want to go in and change up. You want to go in and change your drum pattern. Instead of changing your drum pattern, up, like on your breaks and all that, you can just change it up with the various kicks and just turn them down and start studying velocity. That's the key word, velocity. When you look at my velocity level, my kicks, this is louder than that one. So I go. I could turn that down even more. So we got that, right? So I hope you understand that. So now we're going to get in. After I created that drum pattern, I added a bass. I'm showing you individually. And here's the bass line that I created. I do different bass lines in all my chops. So if I play a chop and it plays one way, I play a bass line to them chops. I keep the same drum pattern, but I play the bass line to the chops. So you're going to hear different bass lines as this play. So here's the first bass line. And that bass line was created through the chops. I created that bass line, which is the original bass line of the chops. So I'll play that with the frequency chops. I took that and I played the same bass that the bass player played in there, and then I just kept flipping it. So here's it with the chops. I want y'all to listen to this shit. This shit is real important, man. Listen to this. That bass line is played to them chops. Here go the next bass line to them chops. You notice I ain't put the doom doom in there because it ain't had that in my chops. And here go the next bass line to my chops. And then I went. And then I use no bass line. Because that part of the chop didn't have a bass when I was moving up. When I was moving up. Look at that part. They ain't have no bass line. So I ain't play no bass. I was like, fuck, why should I play bass? That's the part of the song ain't gonna have none. So then I went to this. I was like, yo. You hear it? Next one. And then this one had less bass. Look. And here's how the bass looks. I wanted y'all to see the fucking bass line, but I guess I can't show you that. I ain't got time to really show you that, but you hear it, right? So after I got done with that, every chop has a different bass line. That's how you make the music swing. It swings that way. So when you got that, this is what you get in a whole. So we're going to play it from the top. We're gonna play it from the top, and I'm gonna make all the instruments play. And this is what you get of just the basic. Watch the pads. Watch the lights, how they move. And then you'll know what I'm talking about. Watch how the lights move. Listen to them, and you'll see when they change up. So I'm probably going to go 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars. And listen. Here come the next one coming around. No bass. I don't need no bass, 'cause I ain't played no bass. And then it came back with the groove. The next one. Here come the next one. So here's how you. I gotta kill this video. This feed. Look, here's how you get the bass. So you hit that, right. You come in, you'll play it. Let's just play it. You hear that bass in there, right? We're gonna play it, right? But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna simplify. This isn't a simpler, right? And I'm gonna hit my filter. I want you to listen when I take the 547. I gotta remember the 547. I'm gonna take out all the highs. You hear that? I can't turn up too much because I don't want to distort my shit. So I listen to the bass. You hear that? Now watch the next chop. I just played that bass, that the bass line was played, but I played it with a different bass sound. My bass sound is the Modo bass. I use Modo. So listen to it with the Modo now. Here it comes. Coming in now. I didn't play every note. I freaked it to them drums. The drums was played on the chop, but I freaked them to make it my own. So here's the next part of the bass. Next one. Next one. That had a little bass in it, so I ain't played. Look. Remember I turned the frequency down. I got my 547. It came in again. On the one, they didn't play the bass. So he paused. He was like, boom, kick, boom, then bass. Right? That's how he played the bass. I'm like, fuck with that. Look, then went. See, wasn't no bass in between there, right? So you understand that, right? So let's take it back up to where it's just you hear the bass, but you're dealing with the highs too. So if the track played, it would play like this in lows. Now I'm gonna bring my frequency back up. I'm gonna bring the frequency back up. And then I'm gonna switch out. So I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see what I was doing in the box. This is what I was doing in the box. Let me get the camera right. This is what I was doing in the box. Watch how that shit move. I was doing this in the box. Let's start from the top. What you seeing now is the frequency chops. You're watching them, right? Check this out. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one coming up, no bass. Next one, here it comes. Come the next one. Look how the chops moving. Here comes the last one. Made it move, right? I know you get that, right? Here's the last part. I'm gonna show you how to swing it. There's no swing applied. I played it raw. I played my drums raw with no quantize. But then I was like, yo, fuck that, man. I'm gonna go ahead and play these drums. I'm gonna play these drums where they swing. And you go into Ableton, the groove pool. So my number one go-to is the roots down. And how you get to that is you come here and you hit groove. You got all these different grooves. Look at all these fucking grooves, man. You got swinging groove. You got hip hop. I always use hip hop when I'm doing hip hop. You got Latin percussion. You got Logic. You got MPC. You know what I mean? You got you got percussion. You got rock. You got the SPC 12. You got to fucking listen to how they swing. You got to listen to it because they're going to show you the count. Look at the count. They're showing you the count. So I used it down, and that's how the drums were swinging. So let's just go back to the drums, and here's how the drums play with the swing. No swing. Now we're gonna add the down on it. Here it come. You hear that shit? That shit's crazy, right? So what it does is it adjusts these notes. So you have to figure out, once you get all that done and you play all this, you got to use your velocity. So here's a hi-hat. You see all the dark spots? There's no velocity in my fucking hi-hats. I'm not even really using the capabilities. I'm going to do that later. Here's the kick. Look how all of them the same. A drummer don't play in the same velocity. And then you got this. See how all my snares are still in the same velocity? But you see how I took that one hi-hat, got a lower velocity than this one, right? And then you see how I made that a ghost kick? So when that play, it goes like this. Look, it goes. You hear that? That's it, man. I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. You in the box. Mostly everybody's in the box. I go outboard gear. I decided to come in the box to show you some tricks in the box. And Ableton, all programs got the same shit. You just got to know how to get in and out of it. I want to thank you for watching. And please, leave a comment, man, on how you make your beats. This tutorial will be on my documentary. This will be on my documentary. Everything I have done is going to be on my documentary. Everything. So you can be a part of it or you don't want to be a part of it. If you're not showing nobody to break down or to get down, you ain't down. You just somebody just making beats. Tune in, man. We got a documentary coming out. It's going to probably take about, 6-7 months to get it full-fledged. Because I want 10 producers. Right now I got 6. I just got off the line with my brother, Mr. Brown, from the UK. He's been doing this thing since 2016, 2015. He's been doing it. He see the vision. People need to know how he was making beats. The breakdown of the beat. 100 years or 500 years from now. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's not about you liking my music. It's about, do you like the culture and what somebody's teaching you. My YouTube channel is Elevation Productions. Productions with the Z, not the S. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Instagram, I'm underneath Grand_Daddy_Frost. My name is Granddaddy Frost. I walk the face of this earth. I'm striving to live out the culture, and I hope y'all understand what I'm teaching y'all. Peace. Love y'all.